Alright, and we have our third and final game for today, and the final game for Season 1 of the CPSL 2019. This game between the LIDR Tigers and the Jinjoa Bulls. We heard from both captains, Sami Hapeta and Anthony Barronson-Vinoy, earlier today, giving some commentary for that first game. Bit of insight into both the teams. Anthony, not quite happy with how the Bulls have performed this season. Bit of frustration, bit of miscommunication in the team, but they'll be looking to put that aside and get a result in their final game, still chasing their first win. LIDR Tigers with some strong performances. Vladislav Skomorokov, leading goal scorer of the competition, number 2 for the Tigers. Number 1, Adam Hoffmeyer, leading goalkeeper. Some very strong players on both teams. Alright, both teams lining up for their introductions now. And for the Jinjoa Bulls, number 1 from Singapore, Po Yu-Juan. Number 3 from Germany, Oli Sibeki. Number 4 from the Netherlands, Stivo Hergele. Number 6 from Northern Ireland, Zeke Wilson. Number 8 from Russia, Vladimir Satarov. Number 9 from Hungary, Geza Zuks. And the captain of the Jinjoa Bulls, number 10 from New Zealand, Anthony Barronson-Vinoy. Introducing the LIDR Tigers now, number 1 from Australia, Adam Hoffmeyer. Number 2 from Russia, Vladislav Skomorokov. Number 3 from Chinese Taipei, Wei Chen Cao. Number 5 from Belgium, Sander van Kaambeheer. Number 6 from Namibia, Johan Peter Visser. And the captain of the LIDR Tigers, number 7 from New Zealand, Sami Hapeta. And number 11 from Germany, Tim Reke. The referees for the final match of the season, Alan Winter from Wales and Evan Kong from Singapore. So both these teams looking to finish the season on a high. The Tigers are the leading goal scoring team for the season with 34 goals from 117 shots. That is a 29% conversion rate though, so they are looking to make the most of the opportunities they get. The Bulls not scoring as many, but they are the cleanest team in the competition, only recording 15 fouls throughout the 5 games so far. And joining me in the commentary for the first half of this game, number 5 from the Blue Helmets, Lucas Kudava. Lucas, what an excellent way to finish the season.
Thank you, thank you. We managed to bounce back from the first weekend. Instead of going 0-3 again, we went 3-0. It's much better.
So 3 wins to finish off the season and consolidate that 4th place.
Yeah. We just tried to make it better for the second season, to make it easier to get into playoffs. So we worked hard, and it worked.
Yeah, so excellent performance there. Really great work from the Blue Helmets, developing over that week of training and then having some strong performances this second weekend. So the Bulls, only team without a win so far. Do you think that they can change that in this final game?
I'm really surprised that they haven't gotten any wins so far, because they don't, on paper, they don't look like a weak team. They've got all they need. It's just they didn't get their fair share of luck. So hopefully they'll manage it this time.
So yeah, we did hear some very honest words from Anthony, their captain, in that first game, just saying that the players just struggling to work together at some times, and a few of their players, very strong players, just their form sliding up and down. So we'll see whether everyone can give 100% and get a result out of this final game. The Tigers, on the other hand, they've shown their dominance. They've been a very aggressive team the whole season, playing 2-2 in defence for pretty much the entire duration of their games so far, just letting the other teams know that they're more than happy to come out and attack at any point during the game. Another impressive stat for the Tigers as well, they have received a number of yellow cards throughout the season so far, and every time they have gone down to 4 players, they have performed and scored goals and reduced goal deficits. So every time they've dropped down, after 2 minutes, they've been in a better spot than they were before, so that is a very impressive stat for the Tigers. Both teams just pumping themselves up before the game starts. Some final words there from Sami Apeta to the Tigers, just to make sure that everyone's on the same page about their plan for this game. Looks like we'll see number 4 for the Bulls, Stivo Högele, going to be making the charge start. Down the other end, looks like Vladislav, leading goal scorer, will be taking the charge start as well. And away we go for this final game of the season. And great work there from the Russian number 2 to win the ball. So Tigers going to start an attack. Hoffmeyer just bringing the ball up the field. He had an excellent day yesterday, scoring a number of goals and some fantastic saves as well. We'll see if his form can continue today. So Vlad just trying to feed the ball into Rike. Not open, so sends it back out. So now with Hoffmeyer again. Gets the shot off, but just wide. There was a foul in the lead-up play though, so they will get another shooting opportunity.
Surprisingly, for the LIDR Tigers, Sami Apeta hasn't started the game, and he's a sub, which is odd, because usually he's the man inside, the muscle.
Yeah, so we've seen throughout the tournament that Sami and Tim Rike have been those players to start and play inside. Bulls here winning that loose ball. Baronson Vinoy just coming up with the shot.
That is a corner.
That is a corner. Anthony's not quite happy with that, but it has been corrected. So it was deemed that there was a foul on the captain while he was taking that shot, and he will get the penalty. Just reminding viewers around the world that CPSL is using a slightly different penalty than the ICF rules. So we're using a hockey-style penalty from halfway. The player will have 10 seconds to dribble towards goal and get their shot off. The goalkeeper has to remain on the goal line. So excellent save there from Hoffmeyer. Unlucky from the captain of the Bulls to not be able to get the first goal of this game. A great block there from Sammy Apeta, who has made his way from the substitution line onto the field. So the Tigers with their, arguably their strongest defence, with Sammy and Tim as those back two, and then Van Kambu here and Vizar up top. Happy to sit back, not chasing two just yet, but we do have a bit of a fast break now. Hoffmeyer sending the ball long to Van Kambu here. Great paddle flick to put the ball in front of him. Feeds it through to Rike, who just manages to get it, but was collecting it with his paddle and it was knocked out. Apeta with the shot and the goal. Excellent goal there from the captain of the LIDR Tigers. 2 minutes into this first half and we have our first goal. The LIDR Tigers leading the Bulls 1-0. So Sibeki feeding it into Wilson. Wilson tries to feed it through to his captain. It was intercepted but deemed that there was a foul in there, so they will come back to the shooting opportunity. Wilson just sending it back out. Now it comes back to him. Trying to get through two paddles and it is blocked out. Another great block there from Sammy Apeta.
One reason why the LIDR Tigers defense is working is because they've got Sammy and Tim down below, two very hard-working players. So it's very difficult to get inside and then get a shot off. As you can see, Sammy once again blocks a shot. A very smart player.
Yeah, they've both been having a great tournament so far. Recording 29 blocks between the two of them so far this season. But now they are on the counter-attack. So Tim Rike just bringing the ball up. Being pressured from Zooks, but holding onto it nicely. Now it's with Apeta. Gives it to Hoffmeyer. Oh, an excellent goal from number one for the LIDR Tigers, Adam Hoffmeyer, just driving down that centre and putting it into the top left-hand corner. Great goal. So Tigers just going out to a 2-goal lead now. Bulls will be unhappy that they've conceded two quite fast breaks. Great shot there from number 3, Oli Sebeki, but just going over. So Anthony, captain, just sending the ball through to Zooks. Gets it into Satarov. He's got a couple paddles to beat, but two shots blocked. So excellent work there from the Tigers to keep the Bulls from getting their first goal. Wei Chen just being pressured here. Bulls now with Hoffmeyer. The rest of his team has raced down the field. They do know that Hoffmeyer can throw the ball the length of the field, so as soon as he's got the ball in his hands, most of his team does race down the other end, leaving him not with a lot of easy passing options if he does get under a bit of pressure. Now with Skomrokov, feeds the ball into Rike, but there has been a illegal boat tackle against the goalkeeper, so there will be a turnover and the Bulls will get the ball. And a green card to Tim Rike for the LIDR Tigers. Just not letting the ball travel that metre out of the hand on the restart. So he will pick up that green card. Great work there from Zooks to just win that ball back. Now Sebeki's potentially got a shooting option. But Hepeta does steal the ball off him, and the Tigers are on a fast break. Ball is with Wei Chen. He sends it up to Skomrokov. One-on-one with the keeper. Stivov's working hard. Oh, an excellent work there to pressure him enough to just get a deflection on that shot, and Tigers do win the corner, but great work from the Bulls to cover that fast break. So Peter feeding it into Skomrokov. And there has been a foul, so Bulls will get the ball and they're racing up the other end. Hergele's with it now. Just got Hofmeyer to beat, and he puts it in, so great work there from Stivo Hergele from the Netherlands, number 4 for the Bulls. Some lovely fakes and then just pushing it out of the palm of his hand past Hofmeyer's paddle. So score is 2 goals to the Tigers, 1 to the Bulls. Just passing over the halfway mark of this first half. Komrakov racing down that left-hand side. He's stopped quickly by Zooks, but ball ends up at the other side. A shot is taken. And there was a foul on the shot as well from Hofmeyer. Satjarov just having his paddle slightly too close, so they will get another shooting opportunity. Gives it to Wei Chen. Wei Chen sends it to Hepeta. But there has been another foul in there from the Tigers, so there is another turnover. And the Bulls again looking for that fast break. Again Hergele against Hofmeyer, and it's off the top bar. So unfortunate there that the Bulls can't punish the Tigers. Just looking for that little lob, but a little bit too much on it. You can see the frustration on Hergele. Balls with Van Kamba here. Skomrakov on that right hand side. Stopped by Sebeki. Sends it across the other side, back to Sander. Hofmeyer with the ball again. Back to the Belgium. Looped pass over the other side to Skomrakov. Again, he stopped very promptly by Sebeki, but he does feed the ball in. There is a holding foul there from Wei Chen Cao. A very professional foul there because the Bulls were racing down the other end for another fast break. Gazazuk's just prying the referees to see whether it's worth anything more.
Another foul call.
Another foul there, so Tigers not happy with that. Ollie with the shot, but it is blocked out for a corner. 3 minutes left of this first half.
Högele keeps the ball in play, and a risky pass. It appears to be the Bulls' ball. The Bulls have been struggling to get any good shots against the LIDR Tigers defense, mostly because the middle has been very, very congested. A lot of players defending. Another risky pass.
Yeah, this Tigers defense 2-2 working well when Sammy and Tim are getting those blocks in, but Bulls just need to apply a little bit more width to spread them apart to create that space in for their inside players.
Another risky pass and another turnover by the Bulls.
Some great pressure there from the Bulls on Van Kampen here, but
another long pass.
Does open them up at the other end. Tim Rique's got some space. He's about to get his shot off. Oh, lovely block there from Poe, keeper for the Bulls. Risky pass though. Oh, really unfortunate there. So that pass out from the keeper, just being caught by Skomrokov and just being chest passed in off that sidebar. So Bulls calling their timeout for the first half with just under 2 minutes left. They're going to have a bit of a chat as a team. They've had some good play in there, but they just haven't managed to get that play represented on the scoreboard. Couple of very nice fast breaks that they'll be very happy with, but unfortunately only one of them finding the back of the net. They do have to work a bit harder in their attack though, because they're really just not finding that space inside to really threaten that defense of the Tigers.
The biggest problem for the Bulls on offense is their turnovers, because they seem to have good pacing and sharpness, and then at the very last second they give the ball away, either a sloppy pass or just losing the ball in a plain play. But if they manage to fix that, I believe they could tie the game and maybe even manage their first win.
Yeah, it's only 2 goals difference here, so both teams still in it with another 10 minutes in the second half to go. But I think, yeah, the Bulls really need to watch those passes inside, because they're being intercepted most times and it is resulting in turnovers, which the Tigers are pouncing on, taking the ball down the other end and getting some goals as a result. So Poe in that top roll now. Over to the right-hand side to Högele. Stivo just driving down, sending it across to Sibeki. Ollie's with a drive now as well. Stopped promptly by Visa. And another risky pass there, just in front of Poe. Great work from the Bulls to get it back. Again, just very risky passing from the Bulls.
Another shot by Ollie.
Strong shot there from Ollie, but just going over.
I think one of the problems the Bulls have at the moment is Ollie has good chances to score, but the sharpness doesn't appear to be there. So even at good chances, he just barely misses it, usually hitting the bar.
So 40 seconds left on this clock. Tigers looking to use the full time, getting a shot off at the last second, not letting the Bulls have any chance at getting one back before the halftime break.
Interestingly, Sammy is playing out instead of playing inside the box.
So now they're looking for the drive. 10 seconds on the clock. Bulls on that left-hand side. Van Kampen here sends it inside, but it's not there. Hofmeier racing to get it. Only 2 seconds left. He'll do his traditional long shot, but nothing there, and the referees call the end of the first half.
Number 4 got a green card. Stivo Högele got a
So there is a green card there for Stivo Högele just on that last tackle as Hofmeier was trying to get his shot off. But that is the end of the first half, so thank you very much, Lucas, for joining me, and we'll be back promptly for the second half. Just under a minute to go before we get the second half underway of the final game of Season 1 of the 2019 CPSL. Only one goal the difference here with the LIDR Tigers with 2 goals. Against the Bulls, 1. Ten minutes left in this game. Bulls still searching for that first win. Alright, and joining me in the commentary for this final half is the captain of the Jawas Wolves, Dario Stern. Dario, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's good. You guys had some great wins in that first weekend, but not the results you wanted in the second weekend, losing 2 games to the Blue Helmets. How do you feel the Wolves have gone for this season?
I was at the first weekend. I was really impressed how good we can play, because in the training we had it was really hard for us against the other teams. We lost a lot of games, and because I think we're individually not as good as the other teams. And then we tried some new techniques and tactics in the offense, and it worked quite well, and we could get 9 points at the first weekend.
Yeah, great weekend for that first weekend. Some really strong performances and some really great team play. I think that's how you got your wins, was you played very well as the team. Some of the other teams you came against, just the stronger players just taking it upon themselves to try and win the game for their team, and some great performances. But 2 losses to the Blue Helmets. Blue Helmets looking really strong in this second weekend, so great performances for them, but be looking to develop into that second season and keep your spot near the top of the ladder.
Yeah.
So we've got a score correction on this game. Tigers are on 3 goals, and they are in attack at the moment. So Sammy Peta just coming down that right-hand side. And a lovely goal to the captain, just underneath the paddle of the defender. Not a lot Stivo could do in goals. Making it 4 goals to the Tigers, 1 to the Bulls. So getting an early lead in the second half. 3 goals difference now.
He's also left-handed. It's really hard to defend against left-handers.
We see Sebeki just racing down that centre now. Shut down quickly by the Tigers, so sends the ball back out, and now Skomrakov's just pressing a little bit there. Sebeki sending it back to Hergele. Over to the left-hand side to Zooks. Back to Sebeki. Passes it back to Zooks, but it falls short, so he does have to turn around to collect the ball. No pressure from the Tigers, but it does stop the play. Only a few seconds left on this shot clock, so Bulls will have to get that shot off. Wilson takes it, and it's blocked out for a corner. So Bulls retaining possession of the ball. That was very lucky there. Only 1 second left on the clock. Great from the young player from Northern Ireland to get that shot off. Wilson just taking the corner now. It's not being picked up very well by Van Kamber here, so he does get inside. Sebeki stopped by Wei Chen on top. His pass to Hergele just bounces off his boat and falls for Skomrakov, so the Tigers are in possession again. Another loose pass from the Bulls. Hoffmeyer with that long shot to the other side, and Van Kamber here, number 5 for the Tigers with the goal.
A strong pass.
So great pass there from Hoffmeyer, and the Tigers just ruthlessly punishing the Bulls for that sloppy pass down the other end. Score is now 5 goals to 1. Tigers ahead. Stivo just coming down that left-hand side. Well, there has been a boat tackle against the goalkeeper, so Tigers with the ball again. Again, racing down the field early. Peter gives it to Wei Chen. Wei Chen just driving a little bit further forward, but sends it back out. Van Kamber here to Hofmeyer. Hofmeyer driving down the centre. Deflected off the paddle of Berenson Vinoy, so it will be out for a corner. Wei Chen Sao from Chinese Taipei with the ball, taking the corner. So the Bulls pressing 5 out at the moment, and they do win the ball back. Captain of the Bulls just finding that ball. Stivo Högle with a couple of fakes to get Sanders' paddle in the air, sends it over to Poe. Back to Stivo. Tigers have dropped back into defence. Hofmeyer in goals. Long pass to Poe. He has scored a few goals, but puts it into the centre to Anthony, and the pass is intercepted again by the Tigers. So those inside passes from the Bulls, just a lot of mistakes there, and it's showing on the scoreboard. So Wei Chen just anchoring there. Now Van Kamber here has got the fast break. Sorry, it is Skomarikov, and he does put the ball in the back of the net. So great goal there from the Tigers to number 2, Vladislav Skomarikov.
Yeah, scored a lot of goals, I think. He's one of the top scorers
Yes,
in this tournament.
he is the top scorer, and he's retaining that position nicely with a couple more goals in this game.
He's a strong shooter.
And another foul given away by the Bulls. So the Tigers just immediately racing down the field. Wei Chen with the open goal, and he puts it away. So great goal there for number 3, Wei Chen Sao from Chinese Taipei. Tigers racing away with this game. It's now 7-1.
Must be really annoying for them.
So yeah, very frustrating for the Bulls. This was not how they wanted to finish the tournament. The Tigers, however, finishing this season the same way that they started it, with a very convincing scoreline. Still got half of this half to go. Lovely pass out by Hofmeyer.
And another fast break.
And another fast break there. Tim Rika, you can just see him eyeing up that long shot, and he puts it away. Adding insult to injury, just with that lovely long shot into the open net. Bulls did well to cover the forward players, but the Tigers did have the player advantage and made the most of it.
There's really no way to get back in this game, I think. It's really hard for the Bulls. They just need to play safe.
Strong shot there from number 1 for the Bulls, Po from Singapore. So just over 4 minutes left. A 7-goal difference. Yeah, really don't see the Bulls getting back into this, but they do have 4 minutes of Polo left to play, so they will try to see what they can do to make the most of this game and maybe set up some development to prep the team ready for Season 2.
Also, I think it's important that they don't get more goals, because with the goal difference is also does also matter for the next season.
An unlucky shot there from the captain, just glancing off the bar. It does fall for the Bulls again though, but it has gone out over the line, so there will be a turnover to the Tigers. Bulls look to be pressing 5 out, with the long pass going down to their forward player, Tim Rike, who will sit on that ball. Passes it through to Hoffmeyer. Back to Rike, who has got the space. Just saw him score a lovely long shot, so... it
doesn't count.
And the goal is disallowed. So the referees judged that he leant on the boat before he got that shot away. So no goal there. But again, great play from the Tigers, just getting a player free on that press. Ball with Zux. Over to Hogele. Into the center with Poe. Poe gets his shot off. And it falls to the Tigers. Nice work there from the Namibian JP Visa to pick that ball up and hold on to it, win the foul. Hoffmeyer sending it all the way down the other end to Van Bahia. He's looking at that goal. He does have some space and he puts it in.
And another one.
Great goal there from the Belgian. The score is now 9-1. Lovely sportsmanship from the captain of the Bulls, Anthony, there just congratulating Sander on that goal. He knows that the game is lost, but they're going to enjoy the last few minutes that they have of this season. Now Satarov, pass it to Hergele. Going to try and get a bit further forward. Ball with Zux. Skorokov's trying to win it off him, but he holds on to it. Back onto that left-hand side to Hergele. He's being pressured by Rike, but gives it to Satarov. Oh, an excellent shot there from number 3, Vladimir Satarov. Lovely long shot there, just making it past the keeper, just over that bottom bar. Tigers not looking to settle for this scoreline. They're pressing for more goals. Hoffmeyer with the long shot, but just underneath. Bulls again pressing out, so a lot of energy and pressure here from the Bulls, which is good. Oh, and the long shot there from Hergele, just off that top bar and bouncing to the Tigers. Would have been a great goal if it had gone in, but they have lost possession. Nice pass under pressure from Hoffmeyer to Rike. Rike sends Skomrakov. Great work there from Zux to... Oh no, he didn't win the foul, unfortunately. It was the boat tackle. Oh, and we have the goal. So, excellent goal there from the Namibian JP Visa. He'll be very happy with that. That is his first goal of the tournament.
Awesome.
So that'll be a highlight for his trip over from Africa. Played in the African Champs only a month ago for Namibia against South Africa. I believe South Africa did get the result there, unfortunately, but Namibia will be holding it in 2 years' time. And another turnover there with Tim Rike racing down the field. He does have Pole there, but he has got the ball out to JP, who does put it in for his second goal. So 2 in a row there. Excellent, excellent work there for Johan Peter Visser. Five seconds left in this game. The long shot, and that is it. So the LIDR Tigers with a very convincing win to finish the season, 11 goals to 2. And that wraps up all of the games for Season 1 of the 2019 CPSL. I want to thank everyone for watching all of these games, thank all the players for incredible performances, and the organisers for putting on such a great competition. So Dario, thank you for your commentary in the second half. Be great to see you back here for Season 2 as well.
Yeah, thank you.
So thank you everyone, and we'll be back in a few weeks for Season 2 of the 2019 CPSL.